Very good morning, students. Welcome to online learning program of Alchemy School. Students, we are learning science of class 9 biology chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. In this chapter we have started studying the components of the cell. Until now we have read about the cell membrane and about the cell wall and about the nucleus. Today we will learn about the cytoplasm and we will also learn about some of the cell organelles. So students, you can see that in this particular structure of cell, this is called vacuole. This is vacuole. The outermost covering, it is a plant cell. The outermost covering is a cell wall. The second covering is plasma membrane, which we have already read. Then this is nucleus. This is also we have read. Then this is vacuole. These are the mitochondria. These are chloroplast. These are Golgi bodies, and these are ribosomes. You might have studied, these are endoplasmic reticulums, and these round ball-like structures are called rhizosomes. I have already taught you in the last class about the nucleus and some of the important parts of the cell. Today we will learn about the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a fluid. It is a transparent fluid. It is present inside the cell. It maintains the moisture into the cell, and it is having the presence of cell organelles. So the fluid which is contained inside the plasma membrane, it contains the membrane bound cell organelles. So cytoplasm is a very important medium which tries to help the cell organelles to coordinate with each other. And in the cytoplasm is a liquid. You can see over here, cytoplasm is a fluid. This small dot-like structure, you have already seen it in 8th standard, that all the cell organelles are embedded inside the cytoplasm. And each and every cell organelle is having its own membrane. You can see that each and every cell organelle is bounded with its own membrane, and they are not bounded with a single membrane, they are bounded with the double membrane. And it is very important that in cytoplasm the cell organelles should have their own boundary. Like the same way a cell is having its own boundary, similarly each and every cell organelle also should have their own boundary. Otherwise they're inside the organelles, what are the materials which are present, they will mix with each other and cell will not be able to perform the function properly. That's why the membrane bound cell organelles are important to be present inside the cytoplasm. In the importance of cell membrane, you can understand it is a living plasma membrane, and because of the plasma membrane many important functions are happening inside the cell. So it is very important outer membrane and outer covering to be present in the cell organelles also and to be present outside the cell also. If I will give you the example of viruses, I told you might have studied in the last class in the chapter of microorganism, when the viruses are out of the body, they are dead particles, they are not living. But as soon as the virus will enter into the host body, they will become living, because the virus does not have its own outer or it's not bounded with its own membrane. It's not having any membrane something called like plasma membrane. It is having only an outer covering which may give protection, or the kind of dead outer covering. As soon as the virus enter into a living body, it starts doing the function, because it gets viruses starts getting dependent on the functioning of our body. So the presence of boundary of the cell organelles is very important. So this was all about the cytoplasm. Now in the cytoplasm there are many other cell organelles present, which I have already told you. So today we will read about the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is also double bounded membrane or cell organelle which is present in the tube-like structures. And there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum and another is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is abbreviated as RER, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is abbreviated as SER. Why rough endoplasmic reticulum is called rough? Because when the endoplasmic reticulum is having the presence of ribosomes, on it, then it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. When the endoplasmic reticulum is not having the presence of ribosomes, then the surface is smooth. That's why it is called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now we will see the functions of endoplasmic reticulum and the functions of ribosomes present on endoplasmic reticulum. Please listen this carefully. The endoplasmic reticulum is bounded with its own membrane. It is a tube-like structure. They are of two types. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough is called rough endoplasmic reticulum due to the presence of ribosomes. And the function of ribosomes, they are the site of protein manufacturing. Site means the ribosomes are the important place where the protein is manufactured, where the protein is synthesized. Then when the ribosome will synthesize the protein, then endoplasmic reticulum will send that protein material in the different required places inside the cell. And what is done by, this is done by ribosomes on endoplasmic reticulum. Now what is done by smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum help in the manufacture of fats and lipids for the cell function. Fats and lipids, they are the very important nutrients. This is manufactured or this is synthesized by the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and these fats and lipids are very important for the functioning of the cell. For example, I would like to show you some proteins and lipids are also help to build the cell membrane. These proteins which are synthesized by ribosomes and the lipids which are synthesized by smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These proteins and lipids are helping in the formation of plasma membrane, are helping in the formation of cell membrane. If proteins and lipids will not be present in the cell, there will not be a healthy plasma membrane formation. So the process of building the plasma membrane with the help of proteins and lipid inside the cell is called membrane biogenesis. Bio means living, genesis means creating, genesis means formation. So the fats and lipids helps in the formation of plasma membrane. That's why this process is called membrane biogenesis. Some proteins and lipids also work as a enzyme and hormones. You might have studied in 8th standard. Hormones are some important chemicals in our body which are released at the proper time and at the proper age to produce or to give some developmental changes in our body. You might have studied in 8th standard. Now what are enzymes? Enzymes are some natural chemicals which are synthesized in our body only. They are helping in speeding up the process. They are helping in the speeding of the process. For example, if you want to make chole bhature, if you will need the flour, if you will need the flour to make bhature, so we used to keep that flour for 5 to 6 hours so that it can make a nice dough. But to speed up this process, we are adding some additional chemicals. Like for example, we are adding yeast. So after the addition of yeast, the decomposition will become faster and the process will complete in 2-3 hours. It will not take 5-6 hours. The dough will become fluffy in 2-3 hours only. So here yeast in helping to enhance the process of the work. So same way, enzymes are also some chemicals which are naturally present in our body and they are helping to enhance the functioning or the processing in our body. And these proteins and lipids are also working as a hormones which I have told you. So endoplasmic reticulum also helps in transporting the proteins between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. Endoplasmic reticulum also help in transferring the protein between the nucleus and the cytoplasm which is present out of the nucleus but inside the cell. So the smooth endoplasm and the another function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum is it plays a very important role in detoxifying the poison and the drugs. If suddenly your body will have some poisonous components, if your body will gain a lot of harmful drugs in the sense chemicals. Drugs is not always in a negative sense. Drugs means there are some medicines also. So drugs are the chemicals actually, which can be termed in a positive sense also, which can be termed in a negative sense also. So this smooth endoplasmic reticulum is helping to remove the poisonous components and the toxic means poisonous components